Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am the Chornik, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the Ash and Leon battle that just occurred the other day, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest thing about this episode is that it clarifies what Ash's end goal is going to be, what's going to be the result of this series, and that is Ash facing off Leon officially at the very, very end. That is his goal. That has all been clarified within this episode, that Ash is going to work his way up to competing in the World Championship himself and eventually beating Leon, who I guess now is indicated as his rival, which is actually pretty cool considering his rival is now a champion. That would be that's awesome. I mean, honestly, this is probably going to be his strongest rival ever. I mean, after all, he did win a Pokemon League, so, I mean, if anyone's going to rival Ash, it's going to be someone of champion or Elite Four or just an extremely high caliber, you know what I mean? Someone who's probably have at least beat a Pokemon League at this point. It's not gonna be any new trainers or anything. Like, Ash's rivals would have to be really, really strong in order to really compete with him. But Ash did end up losing to Leon in this episode, which made a lot of sense. I think it would have been completely ridiculous, honestly, if Ash won. Because then, okay, that's it, Ash would already beat the greatest trainer in the world, the story's over, and by the time it's episode 13, so that's it. But no, he lost, and losing, he realized that he wants to be the greatest trainer, eventually surpass Leon, which Leon agreed to fight him again in an official match in the future. So this is something that Ash is now going to look forward to for the rest of the series. He's going to grow and become stronger. Another reason why Ash probably lost the fight was that Pikachu, we could see that he's going to get probably some development in the future and how he's going to get stronger. Because he's not used to his big, fat weight. He's Gigantamax Pikachu, which means, he's a pretty special Pikachu. Some Pokemon can't Gigamax, they just Dynamax. Where a Pikachu, he can actually Gigamax like Charizard. Leon's Charizard can Gigamax, Pikachu can also Gigamax. I could see maybe Team Rocket Gigamaxing their Meowth in the future as well. But I do believe that Ash's Pikachu is going to need to learn how to control its weight, because it's so used to being this small animal that's really, really fast and running around all the time, that it was probably just completely unused to the weight and the height and everything, that this was just completely new to Ash as well as completely new to Pikachu. So it's really, really understandable why they lost, and even though they did manage to get one or two hits into Charizard, they ultimately did lose the battle. So it clearly shows that they need to learn more about Gigamaxing, and Ash does have a band that he got from Leon. So this is honestly a really good start to the series, and to be honest, a lot of people were just worried that Ash wasn't going to have a goal, or not a clear one. People thought it was just going to be kind of just this overall, traveling to different regions, kind of like the worldview that Olivia described. That was his goal, but it seemed not very concrete. It seemed very vague, and people were kind of upset with that. And it seems like a lot of people are really upset with characters not having clear-cut goals. People were angry that Serena didn't have a goal for the longest time, and people were angry at Mallow for not having a goal for a while, and people were angry at Sophocles and stuff until they actually saw what they wanted to do in life. Then they're like, okay, great, awesome. So it looks like goals are really, really important for characters, and even the audience watching those characters, people, they need their main characters to have goals in order to really follow the series and make sense of, that there's purpose and everything. And so that's understandable. So now that Ash actually has his main goal, what is he going to do next? Is he going to compete in some gym challenge? He's going to compete against other really powerful trainers in order to compete and grow his rank in order to qualify for the World Championship. But something I really did like about this episode was freaking Gigantamax Pikachu using his freaking tail as a weapon and just slamming it on the ground. What would have been Iron Tail, he is now using it as this Mega Gigamax steel attack, and it's just it destroyed the Dreadnought. So you can see that Pikachu is still really powerful. It's just that he's just not used to that power, and it would have not made sense at all if he ended up defeating Leon's Charizard, because this is the first time Ash's Pikachu is Gigamaxing, and Pikachu's just not used to its weight, and I could see that being somewhat of its development throughout the series. Also, in the next upcoming episodes, Ash is not wearing his Dynamax band, which makes me wonder that, obviously Gigamax and Dynamax only work in Galar. It's only in Galar. These power spots are only in that region, so there's no point in wearing the band, like say the Z-Ring or a Mega Ring or anything. There's no point in wearing it to other regions when it doesn't work there. So Ash obviously takes it off. Ladies and gentlemen, post in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings. Do you think Ash is going to get a full team in order to enter the Pokemon League? Honestly, we saw Lance and Leon just have a 1v1 fight, so I'm going to guess that the climax, the very last battle of the series, is going to be Gigamax Pikachu versus Gigamax Charizard. The same way we started off the series with, and what Ash started off his goal with, is going to be how it ends, Gigamax versus Gigamax, those two Pokemon, Pikachu and Charizard. One last little thought though, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that if Ash does beat Leon, he has to beat Leon at some point. Even if he doesn't at the end of the series, he still needs to be the greatest trainer in the world, and Leon would still be that. So even if Ash does lose at the end of the series, he's gonna have to do the same thing next series. Okay, so it's kind of like the Pokemon Leagues where he has to go to another one, right? He has to go and his goal will still be beating Leon. So it leads me to believe that he will end up beating Leon, because if he doesn't end up beating Leon, that's going to have to be his goal again the next series. So my goal, he has to beat Leon. He has to beat be the greatest trainer at the end of the series, because if he doesn't, that's just going to be his next goal the next series then. Leon's going to return for the next series after that. So, in my opinion, that's it. I mean, Ash is going to be the greatest trainer at the end of the series, and I'm already predicting that, because if he doesn't beat Leon, he's going to end up having to do it again. You know what I mean? So, who knows? Maybe Ash ends up losing in the semifinals, and the person that beats Leon is the champion of the next region or something, and I could see maybe that happening, and then Ash all of a sudden no longer cares about beating Leon. Maybe he now cares about beating that champion now, But then I think it would kind of diminish the whole rivalry and the whole journey of, trying to live up to and eventually defeating Leon. So, ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, I think Ash is going to be the greatest trainer by the end of this series. It's going to be happening really, really quick. But with that being said, that's only the next step, so maybe the series after that would be something else. I don't know, but if you're the greatest trainer at this point, I feel like that's it. But you guys can post in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings. I love your faces. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. And peace off. Thank you very much.